does work. Like, instead of a superstar shakeup, they used to do a draft where they did like they were the NBA or the NFL, where a pick would come in and it would be at random, and then all of a sudden a name came out. And that's what I think they need to do. I think they need to go back to doing a draft every year instead of just a few people going Raw to SmackDown. I think they need to do the old-fashioned approach of no one is exempt, like as Vince said it at the time. I mean, heck, they even drafted Paul Heyman to Raw when he was the SmackDown GM. That shows you how effective that formula was. They plan on bringing back The Undertaker and Goldberg and one more person to help with the ratings. They did not say yet. Sorry, I just feel like my throat's too gravelly. Or I feel like my voice is too gravelly, that's why I was clearing my throat. What I was gonna say is, I don't know if them doing a match at WrestleMania between Sting and The Undertaker, which was a surprise to me because I thought Sting couldn't risk taking a bump anymore. But if they would do it, I believe this would be the perfect time to make the announcement. Especially if they do plan on bringing back The Undertaker for more than one show. Okay. They said that they just added this to the Ringside News app that they have a reason why Eli Drake was fired from Impact Wrestling. It was a breach of contract. He had acted a certain way on a podcast, and they didn't appreciate that and what he said. And then there was a situation or an argument that he and Tessa Blanchard got into on Twitter, and they said that was the final straw that made before they decided to sever ties with them. I know it's entertainment, but this is ridiculous. Tessa Blanchard is perfectly okay with going against a man. And Eli Drake had the common sense to say no. So, not to say no to any woman wanting to do that, even if that woman was about the same size as him. So, that was another problem. If there was another problem they saw. So, there you have it. He, instead of being respectful, I think he just let his mouth overrun his butt and cost him his job. NBA playoffs. At this moment in time, I really can't say if there's any team I want to see win the win the championship. You got the Rockets, you got the Nuggets, the Trailblazers, the Bucks, the Celtics, I think the defending champions are Golden State. All they need is at least 2 more victories against the Rockets, and they go to the semifinals or the finals. So I don't want to see them win. I don't dislike the Celtics, so that's who I think I'm gonna go with. The 76ers and the Raptors are tied 2-2 in their series. The Trailblazers and the Nuggets are tied in their series 2-2. So those are 2 games to look at, and it's gonna be interesting to see how their series ends. Celtics, by the way, if they lose 2 more games, then they're eliminated, and their opponents, the Milwaukee Bucks, go to the next round. So I think the next round is the finals. It's interesting to see that. No, semifinals, excuse me. I think you have 4 teams that need to go forward, so it's the semifinals. It's going to be interesting to see, too. And in MLB, I really wanted to just look at the standings. The Yankees have 14 losses and 19 wins. So they're doing pretty good. Pittsburgh has 16 wins and 15 losses. So they're doing better than I was actually thinking. I thought maybe they lost more than they won. But no, they have 1 more win than a loss in their record so far. So excited to see that. Tomorrow, I believe. No, hold on. 10th is Friday, I believe. So, yeah, tomorrow the Texas Rangers, I believe, go against the Pittsburgh Pirates. St. Louis have 14 losses and 20 wins, so they're doing great. Cubs are doing great because they have 19 wins and 12 losses. So this is great to see. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the NHL playoffs. Boston Bruins are leading the series against the Blue Jackets 3-2. The same thing with the Avalanche and the Sharks. San Jose are leading their series 3-2. The only series that is tied are Dallas and St. Louis. They're 3-3. So, that means the final game of the series is soon. So let's just see who wins. However, tonight at 6 o'clock, the Bruins go against the Blue Jackets, and there's 6th game. So if Boston wins, they go to the next series. And also tonight at 9 o'clock, the Sharks go against Avalanche in their 6th game. And the Stars and the Blues go against each other in their final game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Go to, UFC.com. Okay, you gotta just hit the events. And hit all events. UFC.com. Let's see the past. This had to. Ooh. So on April 27th was the last time they had a fight night card. You go to prelims. In the preliminaries, Takashi Sato beat Ben Saunders in a minute 19 seconds after the second round of a TKO. And heavyweight bout 5. Augusto Sakai defeated Andrei Orlovsky if decision. Unanimous decision. First ever strawweight champion Carla Esparza. She and Verna Jandiroba went to fought the full fight, and Carla won by unanimous decision. And in the lightweight bout, Gilbert Burns made Mike Davis submit at 4 minutes and 15 seconds after the second round. So the reason these are preliminary fights is primarily for the rankings. I don't know if Carla ever had a shot again at the strawweight title since she lost in her first fight. So this is a must-win, maybe not a must-win situation, but it was a need. It was a win that she needed for the rankings. Then they even have early prelims. So in the early prelims, Jim Miller in a lightweight bout made Jason Gonzalez submit. In a women's strawweight bout, Angelica Hill and Jody Esquivel fought to the full fight, and Angela Hill won by unanimous decision. Diego, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce this name, Lima defeated Court McGee by unanimous decision. And before I finish this, I'm gonna look at the rankings, but first gotta look at the main card. Hold on for a second. Alright, so